If your business isn't showing up in the top 3 on Google Maps, you are invisible, even if you're paying for ads. And here's what's happening right now. Your competitors are getting calls from Google Maps, organic calls, calls that don't stop when the ads do, and you're paying for every single call through ads. So the second that you stop spending, the calls stop. Meanwhile, they're building something that compounds, something that keeps working while they sleep. And that's the difference between renting calls and owning visibility. Okay. So Google Maps is really where the money is. Emergency calls, high intent buyers, people ready to book then. When somebody reaches for your searches for your service area, Google shows them 3 businesses. 3 at first. If you're not one of them, you don't exist typically. They call someone else. And here's the thing. It's not about having the best reviews or the prettiest website. It's about being visible in the way that people are actually looking. So I myself actually run a pay-per-call agency. Calls work. They work great. But here's the problem. If you're paying $200 to $250 per call, and the second that you stop paying, the calls stop. With Google Visibility, you're paying $200 a month. And once you rank, the calls keep coming. Organic calls, cheap calls, pretty much, infinite profit calls, right? Calls that don't depend on your ad budget. And this isn't SEO the way that normal agencies sell it. No website rebuilds, no blog posts, no waiting a year hoping something happens. We focus on the one thing, your Google business profile. We optimize it. We dial in the exact categories and services that Google favors. We strengthen your local authority. We push the data through that Google wants to see. And we keep you in the top 3 while your competitors fall off. So here's what happens when you rank. Warrior Roofing. 72% more calls in 30 days without running more ads. Magnify Electric, 213% revenue growth in under 90 days after their Google Maps presence started dominating their service local search. Pacific Coast Plumbing, 54% increase, more call now clicks in just 3 weeks with us. Angela's Med Spa, 47% lift in booking inquiries simply by staying locked in on the top map positions. Golden Palm Kitchen, a Nigerian restaurant here, 88% increase in direction requests. Apex HVAC, 63% more inbound calls to control peak season demand, right? So this is really the power of what SEO and Google Maps rankings can do for you. So we typically see ranking, within 30 to 90 days, depending on how competitive your market is. And once that momentum builds, the calls don't stop when the ads do. That's the whole point I really want to hammer in, okay? You're building something that compounds, something that keeps working. So here's how we make this offer a no-brainer. It only takes $200 a month to get started, to get ranking. That's it. No long-term contracts, no agency retainers, just ongoing optimization that keeps you visible. And once you're ranking, essentially we have a small pay-per-call fee that we discuss during onboarding based on your market and volume, but it's typically a third or sometimes a fourth of the cost of the calls that you are currently paying for right now on Google. So let's just do the math really quickly. $200 a month to rank top 3 in Google Maps. Worst case scenario, 90 days to rank, $600 total. How many calls do you need to make that back? 1, 2, depending on your industry, maybe a few more. Most businesses spend more than that on a batch of bad leads. Tell me if you've done that. You've already spent more on that in 1 month with an agency retainer. Once you're there, the system compounds and the calls don't shut off when the campaign pauses. That's the most powerful part about this. And that's why people stay with us. That's why people don't cancel, because the math makes sense. You're not renting calls. You're building visibility that keeps working. You're not dependent on ad budgets. You're dependent on being visible when people are actively looking, and that visibility compounds over time. So if you don't see the value, you simply cancel and you start to lose your ranking. So if you say, hey, what if I rank it then cancel you guys? Well, you will see that you start to fall off. So that's your prerogative. I can't force you to do anything. So here's the reality. You can keep paying for every single call through ads, or you can build something that keeps working. Okay, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, click the link below, join the BetterLeadz community for free, and see exactly how we rank contractors in top 3 in Google Maps. If you're already in this community and you're watching in school, just continue on the next video that shows you exactly how the system works, what to expect, and the other things that we actually offer. The question isn't whether you can afford to rank. The question is whether you can afford not to rank. So click the button below and let's get your business visible. See you guys on the other side. Peace.